1998 Lincoln Penny 1-cent coin with mint mark D and fine condition. The 1998 Lincoln Penny was produced during a relatively stable period in American numismatic history. This was a time of high coin production, yet subtle design and die variations began to capture the attention of collectors. The 1998 penny continued the use of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been introduced in 1959 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. For nearly 5 decades, this design stood as a pillar of American coinage before it was eventually replaced in 2009. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Brenner's initials VDB appear subtly on the bust, a nod to the coin's origins as the first U.S. cent to bear a real person's image. The Denver mint mark, a small D located below the date, signifies that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' primary coin-producing facilities. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, is finely detailed even in circulated examples. You can see Lincoln's statue within the memorial if the coin is well struck, a feature that was groundbreaking in terms of engraving precision during the late 1950s. The inscriptions include United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 cent. All of these represent not just the denomination, but the cultural and ideological framework of the United States. In terms of mintage, the 1998 Lincoln cent had a very high production run. Over 5.2 billion coins were minted. With such an enormous number, it's easy to assume the coin holds no collector value. However, that's where things get interesting. While most 1998 pennies in circulation are worth face value, certain die varieties and minting errors can significantly boost their worth. One of the most talked about features in the 1998 Lincoln series is the rare variety known as the wide AM reverse, where the letters A and M in America are more widely spaced than usual. Although this feature is generally found on Philadelphia minted coins, some Denver minted coins have exhibited anomalies due to die swaps or misalignments. If you happen to find a 1998 Lincoln penny with a wide AM reverse, hold on to it. These errors are exceedingly rare and can command hundreds of dollars on the secondary market. Another error that collectors hunt for in this coin is die doubling, often referred to as double die. In such errors, elements like the date, mint mark, or even the lettering appear doubled due to misalignment during the striking process. While a genuine double die 1998 is less commonly reported than other dates, any clear doubling should be verified, as it can substantially increase the coin's value. Even minor die cracks or off-center strikes make the coin more desirable than standard examples. Condition plays a massive role in the coin's value. In fine condition, the coin exhibits moderate wear, but still retains visible details in Lincoln's hair and coat, as well as the memorial's pillars and base. Coins in this condition can fetch higher prices if they display interesting patinas or mint errors. Uncirculated and proof specimens are naturally more valuable, but even a well-preserved fine condition piece can sell for a few dollars if it features an error or variety. Market value varies, but a typical 1998 Lincoln penny in fine condition generally ranges from 10 cents to $1 depending on its appearance and if it contains any minor error. A wide AM variety or significant double die example can skyrocket in value, with verified specimens fetching anywhere from $250 to over $500 in auctions. What makes the 1998 Lincoln penny particularly captivating to collectors is its role in a transitional era. As the country approached the turn of the millennium, the U.S. Mint began to implement changes in coin composition and design. The copper-plated zinc composition had been standard since 1982. Replacing the solid bronze used in earlier decades. This change not only affected the coin's weight, but also its long-term appearance, as zinc-based coins tend to corrode more easily when exposed to moisture or air. Collectors often seek 1998 pennies as part of full Lincoln Memorial sets or to complete date mint mark collections. Their abundance makes them accessible, but their subtle complexities make them challenging and rewarding to study. Whether it's the thrill of finding a rare variety or simply appreciating the enduring legacy of Lincoln's image on American coinage, the 1998 penny holds a unique place in the hobby. Don't overlook this coin. It may be common, but hidden among those billions are specimens that tell stories of minting precision, human error, and numismatic evolution. If you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the 1998 Lincoln penny deserves a spot in your collection. Keep your eyes open, your magnifier handy, and never underestimate the value hiding in plain sight. 1980 for Lincoln penny 1-cent coin with mint mark D and fine condition. Let's turn our attention to another fascinating Lincoln cent that's far more than just spare change, the 1980 40 Lincoln penny. This coin might seem like an everyday find in your pocket, but it holds a special place in numismatic circles thanks to its errors, historical context, and enduring collector appeal. By the end of this segment, you'll understand why the 1980 40 penny is one of the top Lincoln cents worth seeking out. Minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mark below the date, the 1980 for Lincoln penny continued the design legacy established decades prior. The obverse displays Abraham Lincoln's iconic bust by Victor David Brenner, a design introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The design remained nearly unchanged through decades of minting, testifying to its powerful symbolism and artistic integrity. The reverse design features the Lincoln Memorial, the masterwork of Frank Gasparo, which replaced the wheat stock reverse in 1959. The memorial's detail is remarkable for such a small denomination coin. You can see the statue of Lincoln seated inside, if the strike is clear. Above the memorial are the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum, while 1 cent dominates the bottom portion of the reverse. In 1984, over 6.5 billion Lincoln cents were struck with the D mint mark, making it a very common coin in terms of production. However, within that massive mintage lies a variety that has captured the imaginations and wallets of collectors across the country. This is where the story gets truly interesting. The most famous variety from the 1980 for Lincoln cent series is the doubled ear error. This particular doubled die error shows a clear second earlobe on Lincoln's profile. Found primarily on Philadelphia minted coins, some researchers believe that similar varieties may exist among Denver minted examples due to die swaps or late-stage die retooling. The doubling is sharp and easy to identify, even without magnification, which has made it a favorite among error collectors. If you happen to find a 198 for D Lincoln penny with a strong doubling on Lincoln's ear or other areas like the date or In God We Trust, you might be holding a coin worth significantly more than face value. Error coins in fine condition can sell for $20 to $50, while higher grade examples can go for $100 or more. It's critical to have these verified by third-party graders or through reputable coin forums. Beyond the famous doubled ear error, other anomalies in the 1980 40 Lincoln penny series include die cracks, cuds, and off-center strikes. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin surface, caused by aging or damaged dies. Cuds, which are raised areas where part of the die has broken away, add a fascinating irregularity. Off-center strikes can result in part of the design being missing or distorted, increasing interest and value. In fine condition, the 198 for D penny exhibits moderate wear, but maintains all major design elements. The lines of the memorial and the details of Lincoln's bust remain visible, though flattened. Coins in this condition are ideal for new collectors, especially if they exhibit interesting toning or minor mint errors. Even without a significant error, a 1980 40 penny in fine condition is a good addition to a circulated typeset or a year-specific collection. Market value for a standard 198 for D penny in fine condition usually ranges from 5 cents to 15 cents. However, when you introduce errors or high-grade specimens into the equation, prices can jump significantly. A doubled ear example in uncirculated condition has sold for upwards of $250 in certified auctions. Another point of interest is the coin's composition. Like all Lincoln cents minted after 1982, the 198 for D is made of a core of 99.2% zinc and plated with 0.8% copper. This change from the earlier bronze composition was due to rising metal costs. Unfortunately, this makes post-1982 cents more susceptible to damage and corrosion, which is why finding a clean, well-preserved example is more challenging than it seems. Despite its massive mintage, the 198 for D Lincoln penny is widely collected today. It serves as a reminder that even modern coins can have surprising value and historic importance. Collectors value it not just for its errors, but for its place in the larger narrative of American coinage. It represents an era of high production and growing public interest in coin varieties, laying the groundwork for today's robust hobbyist community. So, before you dismiss that worn-out penny in your change jar, Take a closer look. The 1984 Lincoln penny might just be the treasure you didn't know you had. Whether you're a veteran numismatist or just beginning your coin collecting journey, this coin is a must-watch and potentially a must-have.